Hello and good evening and welcome back to GT Sports Mates. So, we have something a little different for you. As you can see, there are 3 screens that you can be watching. That's because we have our youngest driver here at GT Sports Mates joining us for this race, and it is Josh in the Jag. Now, this is Josh's first race back for quite some time, and things are going to start off pretty much as you'd expect. So Josh is going to miss his brake zone, go straight through, and then get cut off, reset, sorry, there. I'm going to get nudged in the back and go wide, and Jon is going to go from 5th to 2nd in the first corner. So pretty much a usual start to any race here at GT Sports Made. So it's going to be a good one here at Monza. Now, it's an 8-lap race, a little bit longer than our usual races. We normally do about 5 laps with the lobbies we go into. Every now and again you get the longer lobbies, and to be fair, this is such a good track on it, I really don't mind. This is a fantastic track. So as you're going to see, we're going to be watching over the 3 drivers here at Monza, and we're currently following Josh. Like I said, it's his first race back for quite some time. As he goes through the first Lesmo there, goes a little bit sideways and a little bit of elbows out action going on so far, but the first lap does bound to be as someone goes off into the background there. Josh in the Jag now, coming alongside the Aston Martin, basically the exact same car, isn't it? And he's sporting a very nice new livery that he's put on the Jag there, so very nice. So coming into the third chicane, the GTR around the outside, there's just not enough room there whatsoever. You do not go 2 cars wide there. But we're going to skip back to me as we come through. We're going to get 2 places actually through that chicane. We're going to go up 2 places. So we started in 4th, was it? I think it was 4th. And we are now up into 8th place after our little trip to the gravel, shall we say, from being bumped into at the beginning of the race. Around Parabolica now, turn number 11 here at Monza for the first time, coming back to the home start, straight to the start, lap number 2. Jumping back to Josh here. As you can see, we're going to jump around a lot. We're going to keep where the action is, so we're going to try and do that for you. Coming down to the first chicane, hard braking, and the GTR, you've got to give it to him. The guy's got a penalty, so something's gone wrong for him. Oh, someone else has gone wrong there. The Corvette's going backwards onto the grass. And the McLaren bunny hopping here at Monza. It's all happening. But going back to that corner then, the GTR, he has got a penalty. Something's not gone right in the first lap. But that move he made into the first chicane, you've got to give it to the guy. You know, late braking and really pouring it out there and making it stick. Absolutely fantastic. Josh now cutting that corner a little bit. I think he might just pick up a penalty for that. Let's see if he does. He's come down here. There it is, half a second penalty for cutting the corner. Wasn't intentional. You know, bit of traffic ahead. So, yeah, you kind of lose sight where you're going. And Jon is off into the gravel. We saw the yellow flags waving. Wasn't sure where it was. Jon has gone into the gravel. I'm not sure what's happened there, to be honest with you. But this is going to be a very tall order now for Jon to try and catch back up here at the aptly named Temple of Speed. Now I'm going to go into the third chicane. I'm just going to have it ever so slightly outbrake myself. Go into the back of McLaren there. So what I'm going to do is what everyone at this point should do. I'm going to slow down. Straight away I'm slowing down and I'm going to repay the position back to the McLaren. There we go. He's gone past. I'm going to get my foot back down. But I'm going to lose a bit of time doing it. But that's the right thing you should do. You should never knock somebody off track, even by accident. Like what I just did there. Hold my hands up, slightly outbroke, hit him by accident, sent him off. He lost positions because of that as well. The right thing to do is to repay that position as quickly as you can. That's what I did there. And you'll actually notice that about us here at GT Sports Mates, that we do that a lot. If we make a mistake, which we try not to do, but if we do make a mistake, we will own it. We'll hands up, you know, sorry, my bad. There's the position back. But yeah, not everyone does it, and it's a bit of a shame. Hard braking now as we follow myself into the first chicane, and you can see just how much I've closed that gap down now. Seriously late on the brakes into that corner. To be honest with you, I normally brake a little bit earlier. Don't know what got over me there, and I don't even know how I managed to get the car stopped. But it seemed to have worked as we are now following the McLaren. He's got the inside line, but he's going to come across and he's going to get two wheels into the gravel there. I'm not sure what he was doing. Maybe he just kind of was trying to work out where I was, but I'm going to look for a cutback here as we come through the second chicane, and I think I've done a pretty nice job there. I was very happy with that myself. Jumping back to Jon now, and Jon has got a penalty as he looks to make a move up the inside here at the first lap. Goes a bit sideways, loses the back end ever so slightly, but gathers it very quickly. coming up to the second Lesmo. He's going to go across the corner. I think he might have just cut that a little bit. He has as well. Another penalty. It's 1.5 seconds on top of his originals. He's up to 2.9 seconds worth of penalties now. Jon is seriously trying his best to catch up, and in so doing he's just making a few little mistakes, and now he's got a big penalty that he has to get rid of. Side by side again through the third chicane, and you can just see it doesn't work, and the Corvette almost gets it round the outside, and he just has to bail out. You just can't go through. It's a wide track, but it's just too fast through there. Back on myself now as I just get one wheel onto the grass there, almost go sideways. Now the Aston Martin on my right hand side here, Mr. Rainfield I think it is, or something like that. Apologise if I get it wrong, but well, what can we say? It's not that he was a dirty driver, but he also wasn't exactly the cleanest driver, and you'll see what I mean as I'm going to come down here now to make a move, and I'm going to brake here. I'm on the brakes, and he's on the brakes very late, and he's going to go straight off here, and he's going to get reset. Now I'm going to jump very quickly back to Jon, who's not far behind me. Jon goes into the first chicane. He's trying to get rid of his penalty. Then Renfield just pushes him and almost spins him out completely. And then, as you can see, he just drives off. And that's what I was talking about before, when I accidentally hit the back of the McLaren ever so slightly, but it was enough to just put him off into the gravel. I slowed down. That's what you should do. That's the sportsman thing to do. Not everyone does it, including the Aston Martin driver there. And that's not the last time we're going to see him either, so yeah, just be wary of him there. But Jon, as you can see now, doesn't have a penalty because of that little incident. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, now Jon has a penalty again, a 1.5 second penalty. He must have been fractionally over the limits there of the track. It's so tight through them two corners, but he's already catching up because of the fighting going on between the Corvette and the Aston Martin here, and this is going to help Jon out a lot. Yes, he's got a penalty and he has to get rid of it. There's a long way to go though. There is a long way to go in this race, and he's also now in the slipstream, which is what he needs. He cannot afford to lose that slipstream because these cars are just so fast around this track, and unfortunately the Subaru does suffer as the Corvette goes off. He's got a big... Oh, I thought he was going to spin it. He's held it. He has held it, but he had one hell of a tail whack then, didn't he? Oh, my word. I don't know how he held it. You know, fair play to the guy. Absolutely fair play to the guy. But that's going to promote Jon up into 7th place, right behind Aston Martin. And you can see the power in the Subaru with the brakes and the turning ability. That's where the Subaru shines, as it gets the inside line through Parabolica there and takes the position. But this right here is where you'll see the downfall, the straight line speed. Just look at the Aston Martin go. Jon's going to have to get in the slipstream. Is he going to make a move into the first chicane? He is close enough. He could do it under braking. He's going to go down the inside. He's got the inside line. And that right there is the perfect way to overtake into the first chicane. He got the move done. He was right alongside before the actual turn in for turn number 1 there. He had it done. Absolutely brilliant piece of driving. Now, as you can see, we're speeding up a bit, and that's because it was a longer race, and you know, when it's a longer race, sometimes it's not as fun to watch back as it is to actually do it. So for a couple of laps, we were all actually just playing a bit of catch up. I was trying to catch up to the guy in 4th, Jon was trying to catch up to myself, and Josh in 3rd was seeing if he could catch up to the guy in 1st and 2nd. But so far, I think we can all admit, for the first race back, Josh has done a very good job so far around. You know, it takes some getting used to when you've been off the game for quite a while. And to come straight to Monza, which is a very fast track, it does take some doing. So he's done exceedingly well here at Monza as our youngest driver. We're on lap 7 now, and like I said, we're still going to be speeding up. And I know I've caught up to the guy, but had a bit of a moment there myself. And again, it's just catching up, and I didn't really want to bore anyone with, you know, just waffling on, trying to fill the time. So I am going to speed it up to the last lap, because it's a little bit better for the last lap. So as we come down now the back straight up to turn 11 Parabolica, I am now right behind the guy in 4th, the fellow Brit there. Let's see if I can catch him on the final lap. Now, a few things are going to happen on this lap with the fellow Brit in front of me here. Now, I've caught him up into the first chicane. We're going to come round. He's got the move done. I'm right behind him. I'm now thinking I'm in his slipstream. So there's 2 things I can do here. One, I can bump in along, and you know, we could work together and try and catch up to Josh. But Josh is fair enough ahead for that not to matter. Or 2, I can go for a move. Now, the Brit, as you saw there, the fellow Brit, was swerving a little bit all over the way, and then he cuts the corner completely there. Just, I don't know what's going on, and he's a bit all over the show here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Now he's picked up a penalty, which is great news for me, because that means if he doesn't get rid of it, I'm going to get promoted over the line anyway. But I think at this point I've realised I need to just get past him. I don't know what's going on. He's being a bit strange. I'm going to just go past him down this straight. And he doesn't really try and defend. I'm not sure what was going on. And he's weaving about again at the back. And he's, he was in 4th place on the final lap. So I'm not quite sure what he was playing at there. But I'm not going to argue too much. I'm going to go up into 4th through the 3rd chicane. And, it was one of them moments. I didn't know what was going on. And as soon as I got past him, I was like, oh well. He's got a penalty. He's right there. And unless I completely bin it, I'm coming home in 4th place. And I'll be very, very happy with that. Top right corner, as we can see now, Josh just about to cross the line. There he goes, a podium on his maiden return, the maiden voyage, his first return, whatever you want to call it. And myself now coming around. I'm not going to get a podium. I'm going to get close though, a P4. After the initial lap spin, and then going back to Jon as he comes around Parabolica, shall I say. Solid effort from Jon there. He's in 7th place. The guy ahead of him's got a penalty. Is he going to get it here? He is. He's going to go up 2 places. I don't know why somebody's parked in the line. Again, very strange. But Jon's in 5th. I'm in 4th. Josh on the podium in 3rd. And it was a fantastic race. So that's all we got time for. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Please leave a comment and let us know. And until next time, see ya.